She was born the unwanted daughter of a doomed queen, declared illegitimate, branded a threat to the crown, and yet, against assassins, foreign empires, and her own family, she survived. Not just to rule, but to become one of history's most legendary monarchs. This is the true story of Queen Elizabeth I, the Tudor who defied a world that tried to destroy her. Welcome to Historical Channel, uncovering untold stories, hidden facts, and the strangest chapters of history. History remembers Queen Elizabeth I as a powerful, unforgettable monarch, but her arrival into the world was anything but promising. Born to the infamous Henry VIII and his second wife, Anne Boleyn, Elizabeth entered a realm already divided by scandal. To the Catholic world, she was illegitimate, the child of a marriage that defied the Pope's authority. To Protestant reformers, though, she symbolized a new dawn. But while the nation debated her legitimacy, one thing was clear. Henry VIII desperately wanted a son. The birth of another daughter was a bitter disappointment. Elizabeth's future looked uncertain from the start. Tragedy struck early. When Elizabeth was just 2 years old, her mother, Anne Boleyn, was executed on charges of adultery and treason. Overnight, Elizabeth was declared illegitimate and removed from the line of succession. Yet her early years weren't entirely bleak. She was raised in royal households like Hatfield and Chelsea, occasionally spending time with her half-brother Edward, Henry's son with his third wife, Jane Seymour. Both received an exceptional education for their time, studying languages, philosophy, theology, and courtly manners. Elizabeth's world revolved around a few key figures: her fiercely loyal governess, Cat Ashley, and later, her intelligent and nurturing stepmother, Catherine Parr. Catherine Parr, Henry's sixth and final wife, would prove instrumental in Elizabeth's life. Catherine Parr recognized Elizabeth's sharp mind and ensured she received an education worthy of a royal. Under her guidance, Elizabeth's status was partially restored when Henry, in his final years, signed the Third Succession Act, placing both Elizabeth and her half-sister Mary back in the line of succession, though still officially illegitimate. By adolescence, Elizabeth could converse in multiple languages, debate politics, dance with grace, and compose poetry. It was clear, this young woman was destined for something greater. But the world she would inherit was treacherous. When Henry VIII died in 1547, his 9-year-old son, Edward VI, became king. England fell under the control of ambitious nobles, as religious tensions simmered beneath the surface. Edward's reign was brief. Sickly from childhood, he succumbed to illness at just 15. In a desperate bid to preserve Protestant rule, his advisors named Lady Jane Grey, Edward's Protestant cousin, as his successor. Jane reluctantly took the crown and held it for just 9 days before Elizabeth's half-sister Mary, a devout Catholic, seized the throne. Mary quickly reversed Protestant reforms and executed Lady Jane Grey. Viewing Elizabeth as a potential Protestant rallying point, Mary placed her under house arrest at Woodstock Palace, suspecting her involvement in Protestant conspiracies. Though Elizabeth denied any role, her life hung in the balance. Ultimately, Mary spared her sister. When released, Elizabeth wisely withdrew from court, choosing survival over ambition, for now. In 1558, Queen Mary died. Against all odds, the crown passed to Elizabeth, a 25-year-old woman, unmarried, and navigating a deeply divided kingdom. Everyone expected her to marry quickly. Proposals arrived from Spain, Austria, and France. She even entertained the idea of marrying her close friend Robert Dudley. But Elizabeth, having seen too many queens fall victim to the ambitions of powerful husbands, declared herself married to England. Her early reign was fraught with danger. As a Protestant ruler in a nation still scarred by religious conflict, Elizabeth walked a delicate line, balancing tolerance with firm authority. One foreign power loomed larger than any other: Spain. The Catholic superpower viewed Protestant England as a rogue state and its queen as a heretic. Rather than risk open war, Elizabeth permitted privateers like Francis Drake to disrupt Spanish shipping in the Americas. In 1581, she knighted Drake aboard his ship the Golden Hind after his circumnavigation of the globe, an act that infuriated King Philip II of Spain. Tensions finally erupted into open conflict in 1588, when the mighty Spanish Armada set sail for England. But England's nimble ships, superior tactics, and a stroke of luck from severe storms decimated the Armada. It was a stunning victory. Elizabeth had outmaneuvered the world's most powerful empire. In her later years, Elizabeth championed England's cultural and commercial ambitions. She became a devoted patron of the arts, fostering poets, composers, and playwrights. Though she likely never attended public playhouses, she supported royal acting companies and reportedly enjoyed performances by William Shakespeare's troupe at court. Meanwhile, England's global reach expanded. In 1600, the East India Company was founded, planting the seeds of a global trading empire. As she aged, Elizabeth adopted a striking, carefully crafted image: elaborate gowns, towering wigs of red curls, and a face painted ghostly white with lead-based makeup. The cosmetics, fashionable at the time, may have contributed to health problems in her final years. On March 24, 1603, after 45 years on the throne, Elizabeth I died at Richmond Palace, surrounded by her ladies-in-waiting. Her body was carried through London in a magnificent funeral procession, drawn by 4 gray horses draped in black velvet. She was laid to rest in Westminster Abbey, a queen who defied expectations, navigated impossible dangers, and reshaped her nation's destiny.